In this video, we will be reviewing this Dyslexia Friendly New Testament Crystal Edition by Cambridge University Press in the English Standard Version, Hardback Edition. This Bible was sent to us for free by Cambridge University Press in exchange for an honest review. So before we proceed, please do click on like, type in a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that notification bell so that next time you will be updated whenever we post new videos. And just to share a brief background of this Bible, I received an email from Miss Amanda about this Bible being released early this year and asked me if I would be interested in reviewing this Bible. And to be honest with you guys, this would be my first time in having in my hands a dyslexia-friendly Bible. And so when I got a chance to review one, I took that opportunity, and man, this Bible does not disappoint. We received this Bible last 17th of April, and I do believe that the publication date of this Bible, as to what was told me by Miss Amanda, it was on the 30th of this month. I have been taking a look at this Bible for quite a while, and there are more to this Bible that actually meets the eye. Hi, this is Christopher Nino Arca from the City of God Ministry, and now you are watching our Bible review program. This Bible is a hardback edition using the English Standard Version translation. And yes, I could hear you guys of the text of this one if this Bible uses the updated ESV text. And to share with you here in the copyright page, let me share that with you. Yes, this Bible uses the 2025 text edition. Now, let's take a look first at the cover page before moving into the text. This says Crystal Edition, and with good reason. I was actually giving it some thought as to why they chose the name Crystal. I was breezing through the text, and now I fully understood why they might have chosen the name Crystal here. And I will be showing it to you later on. This comes with a dust jacket. The picture illustration is very apt. Look at the spine as well. Definitely the design as to what God intended it. Standing on the spine, standing at the bottom, here we could read it, Dyslexia Friendly Crystal Edition New Testament by Cambridge. And here we have the ESV. And I would like to give you a look at what are the details at the back, and of course, as you can see, also I'll be showing to you the ISBN here. And with the details shared to me by Miss Amanda, this Bible actually retails around 25 pounds, basically 35 US dollars. Page size 210 millimeters by 270 millimeters. Page extent 208 pp. In a typography of Grace 11 point, showing you that later on. I would like to share with you more the details found in the inside part of the dust jacket. Here. On the left side, you could pause this video if you want to read along. And we have the QR code at the bottom pointing you to the site, cambridge.org survey. And here we have the details on the other side of the dust jacket. Now let's get right into the Bible. I do like the design defect of the exterior part of the Bible. This one is of the classic look of a hardbound Bible, strong and sturdy. The shade of blue is actually perfect. The gold stamp here in front is actually deep stamped, and the grainy feel texture, it's another perfect choice. And look at the spine work. I was actually surprised with the thickness of this Bible, and yet the weight, it is very light. This is definitely not a handy size Bible. You can take a look at my hand. This is not a handy size Bible. And take a look at the difference of the dimensions of this Bible together with the ESV diadem. And with the diadem of this size, this one is heavier than this one. I would call this New Testament as a mid-size Bible. And yet with a weight like this makes this Bible quite portable, if you ask me. Now let us measure this Bible. The length is approximately 9 1/4 inches, the width 6 inches, and the thickness 1 3/4 of an inch. We have the head and tail bands as white and blue. You could see that. And you would definitely notice the signatures, making this Bible Smith-sewn. And there are no gold gilding whatsoever. I have actually yet to see a hardbound being gold gilded. That would truly make a Cambridge hardback a classic. And you could also see that there are no ribbon markers here. I hope that in their next run of this Bible, they would include at least one ribbon marker for a Bible this thick, like what they previously did with the ESV diadem hardback. And if you open this Bible, the end sheet is actually a cardstock. This is a paste down construction. You could definitely notice some kind of a reinforcement tape here inside, and there are no presentation page. We got a simple yet detailed title page, and then we have the copyright page here, and we have the table of contents. We got a preface here trying to explain the choices made here in this Bible, and we have the preface to the ESV translation. And now let us get right into the text block. As you can see with the text block, it is single column. There are no red letter. This is not a red letter edition. All words of Christ are in black, and any references to the Old Testament, like this one, they are printed separately so that you could notice them citing an ancient text. The paper here is quite thick, which reminds me, this Bible makes me feel that I am reading a novel. With the choice of the layout being single column, the text being left justified whatsoever, I am surely reading a novel here. No footnotes. Look at the bottom. No footnotes. No translator's notes. No footnotes whatsoever. This is purely a straightforward reading Bible. The design makes the reading experience not just appealing, but also quite entertaining. Mind you guys, this is not a paragraph format. It's more like a block design, but left justified. And there are no colored accents here. Rather, it is a clean layout meant to just be read. It is crystal. It is clear as crystal. Now you would probably know what I am getting at, what I am pointing at. The Crystal Edition name here is more like a catchphrase meant to grab hold of one's attention in reading this Bible. The margin that you could actually measure here, the margin space I meant, is 15 centimeters. Thick enough paper to underline, just enough space to mark down a few notes. And the only extra tool here after the book of Revelation, is we have after that one, here we have the afterword. And right after the afterword are a few cardstock sheets where you could actually write. You will notice here at the bottom, let me just point to you some details. Of course, there are no footnotes whatsoever, but the page numbers are aligned with the outer margin, while the page contents, they're aligned with the inner margin. Those are markers, so you won't get lost in your reading. The chapter numbers are printed in bold. And the verse numbers are surprisingly noticeable. Let me show it to you. The verse numbers are very noticeable. The page design choice here is very lovely. The subheadings here, I mean, you are truly reading a novel here. And another thing here is the choice of the font size. They call it Grace. I call it Great. I mean, who would have thought making a page design like this? I mean, making reading the Bible truly a pocketbook novel reading experience. I noticed the font when I opened this Bible, and this font was very similar. It's quite familiar to me, I have read pocketbooks and novels of this size with a similar font type. Not exactly the same, but similar. Now I understand why they call this Bible Dyslexia Friendly. This Bible is definitely an easy reading one. I'm not sure though how to make up with the hyphen in between the text. Let me show that to you. The hyphen that I'm talking about. Like this one. I'm not sure though how to make up with the hyphen in between these texts. I'm not sure how to make out of this, but every book of the Bible here has its own starter page. Like this one. It starts fresh with its own page. It is like choose your own adventure series type of thing. The similarity of the font, I would rather read this Bible without the dust jacket though, just to prevent the jacket being torn or destroyed. Plus, the form factor of this Bible is truly amazing. I was not able to get back some data from surveying from our church members, but that will be for another video about this Bible. Catch you again later, next time for that one. Again, this is Christopher Nino Arca from the City of God Ministry, Archdiocese of Manila. Details on where you can find a copy of this one will be posted at the description box of this video. And also, if you like what we do here, please do support the City of God Ministry by contacting us through our Facebook page so that we can direct you on how to send your support and donations. Alright, so keep calm and Jesus on, keep safe, and God bless.